Alright, we are ready to go. So, first thing, click on the screen so it's active. So, with two-player, grayed out, obviously, because I'm solo right now. So, you have to click twice to go through it, whereas if you click up, it automatically switches to one player. It's a small thing, but I would expect to see both ways. It automatically skips it instead of having to press through it when you go down. The settings, with your release date in April, I believe the store page said, I would expect to see a graphics category here that I could have messed with and looked at. I love seeing controller support. That's nice. There's not a lot of key binds, which is also nice. And I love seeing that you have 7 localizations for language. I usually don't see that in a video game in a demo stage that I have played. Alright. So, mechs. Can we... Oop, there we go. There we go. What? Alright, what was it doing there? So you can right click to go back, but why was... Alright. So that's what it was. So, let's get back out of that. Go back in. Oh, okay. So, I click here. The mouse shows up as normal, but once I click WASD, the mouse disappears. So I was trying to use WASD to go through the options here, and with the mouse disappearing, it instantly confused me because WASD was not working to move through the options here for picking. So I'd like to see WASD to be able to move through these. The other issue is when to get backwards, you can press escape and your mouse shows up fine. But if I right click, oh, it's not doing it there. Wait, all right. WASD first to make the mouse disappear. But when you press right click on your mouse still disappears, and only after you right click your mouse does it show up. So that's something that might need to be changed, because that confused me at first. Alright, selections. So action charges forward, destroys enemies and obstacles during the charge. Not in the demo. So, action calls in an airstrike on the marked location. Not in the demo. Alright. One thing that I would like to see added here is, I understand these aren't in the demo, but giving people that would come to your game and looking to see if this is something they want, having a description of what this unit does and how it would play, to maybe entice somebody more. Be like, oh, this first one looks pretty decent, but maybe in the second or third choices on each of these, where you would say this bot does X, this bot does Y, and you might entice more people that way. As I said, same thing with these. Alright. So I have an airstrike on a marked location and charges through objects. Perfect. Alright, beat the game in one run. If you lose a level, the run ends. You can save your level progress at certain points between levels. Alright, so we'll have to test if I can exit a level and just restart, or I completely lose it. Alright, WASD. It's good. Spacebar to shoot. So use smack ability as shift. So that's the plowing through the objects. Use pilot ability, hold E. Oh, I see. Okay, you press E again to release it. Alt is the melee. Alright, so we need to pick up the power, so we need to smash through the wall. Alright, destroy all enemies. Health pack. What next? Alright. So, max lives 3+. Pilot AP. Max pilot ability points. Mech ability points. Cost is 1,000. Lives 3. Points, mech ability points. 3,000 each. Alright, so you can evolve your mech. That's good to know. Time, energy, let's see. Double, triple, quadra, penta, godlike. Reminds me of Halo. So, let's give a pilot. Okay. Guessing this is armor. No, it evolved it. Melee was alt. So I do feel slow. Granted, that might change later, but this does seem slow. Oops. So shooting. Oh, so if they make it to my core, over. Alright. So these were normal bots still. So even if I lose, I still get upgraded a level. So I'd have to go back and look at that, but I was like right here. He was like right here. I did not think that I'd be able to get hit there. So is it just... So it says there's 8 bots left. Yes, so it's a countdown. I have to destroy that many bots to complete the level. So right there when I died, I picked up that upgrade. And I could not instantly shoot. So don't know if that's a bug or if that's how you intended it. Alright, so that level end there, to the point that it realized that I completed the level to the amount of time it took to get to this screen, I'd like to see shortened. Alright, so go with Mac AP. Dang. I'm out of Mac AP. How do I... Alright, so why am I not respawning? There, so why did it take so long for me to respawn there? Alright, perfect. So I was in this square and he shot this way. So it destroyed this building block where I shouldn't have been hit there. I understand that I would think of shooting as like rockets. It hits a spot, then has an area of effect. But on other times where since this lane is open and nothing is in the way of that shot, that I can be sitting here and the shot would go past me. So you might have intended that it hits something and blows up, which can hit me, but also knowing that beforehand would be good to let your players know that the shots have an area of effect. So you... Ooh. Yeah. So, again there, like... Come on, mouse. The mouse isn't showing up. Oh, because I can respawn. Oh, no. I had to press spacebar. So in that case, the delay between me dying, realizing I had to press spacebar to go into the screen, if you could switch it so mouse click will also activate that would be great. So settings, keyboard, space is fire, pilot ability, mech ability, melee, shield is control, alt fire is Q. Alt fire. So I don't have an alt fire yet. I don't have an alt fire after evolving. So I have a shotgun now from evolving? Alright. We'll go again with the mech. So I used my pilot's ability there. So how do I get out of it? So I couldn't get out of my pilot's ability. So why did they just stop? But there's a yellow, so... So did they stop there because something happened, or was that a bug? Because they both just stopped moving. Alright, so what are the boxes? So they can't be destroyed. Killed both of them there. These two are the last ones I have to deal with. So why did it go through him there, but then that second shot I did hit him? nice little animation. So that hand animation was coming up there after the guy went underneath the table. If there'd be a little bit more to that would be nice. I'm guessing these are sprint plates. Teleportation plates. Can I go back this way? So I gotta stay on them. So my bullet hit the blue guy there, but not the other walker guy. So why is it that it hit one but not the other? Alright, you can replay and improve tactics, higher score. Alright, I'll build max pilot, join the playtest on Steam. Alright, so that's the end of your demo. Alright, so not bad. There's a couple things that, as I've been talking about, I've said. Alright, now let's see how this plays on controller. Alright, so the first thing I noticed with controller is you got your left stick moving your up and down. That could also be mapped to the D-pad. That would be great. I instinctively went to trying to use the D-pad first instead of the left stick. Alright, controller. So, pilot ability. Same. So, another thing is the mech ability and pilot ability. If you would state that if it's L1 or L2, and respectively for the other side, that those are where the ability is mapped to. I can't remap. Okay, so fire is A, shield is Y, melee is X, alt fire is B. Alright. So here's another issue. I'm trying to cycle through these, so obviously you can't pick any other mechs or pilots, but at the same time, I also can't use my controller solely to be able to go down and press run. I'm having to use my mouse here. So if you can also put in the ability to navigate the screen completely with controller, right? Come on. Yep. So I can't press no buttons on the screen while using controller to come down here and press run. Alright, what about this screen? Same thing. I can't navigate it with the controller. Alright, so the abilities are on the bumpers. What was melee? Yeah, melee is X. Okay. Alright, so another thing here is, so I can go back to the main menu, or I can exit out of the game. Having a resume option here is needed, because obviously on keyboard and mouse I can just press escape to get back to it. So controller, you press that one again, but again it wasn't intuitive that I instantly thought that I pressed that button again to bring this menu up and put it back down. I instinctively was looking for a resume or a back to game option here. The other thing too is I don't play on controller a lot, so other people that do play it more than I do may not think, will know that if that resume tab is not there, that they just press that button. But as I don't play on controller as often, I didn't instinctively think to do that. Okay, you can navigate with this. We'll go to the Mac ability again. Next. Alright, so I was able to press A to go through that screen. But I was instinctively looking for that, what would you call it? Kind of like a box navigator. Oh, so you can shoot projectiles out of the air. Okay. So the other thing that I see is down in the bottom left. It says my abilities are on RT. Ooh, come on. Oh, he's pulling them towards him. Okay. So the bottom left screen has it saying that the controls are on left trigger, right trigger, but they're actually mapped to the right bumper and left bumper. So that might not be a problem if someone can remap the controls later on in your final build that you release, but in the demo that is incorrect. Alright, these drop energy, which I need to try and pick up. Another thing that I wasn't doing was using my shield. So what does the energy do that you pick up from dead enemies? What do evolve? What does evolving do? So that's another thing that wasn't really explained in the tutorial that I recognize. So since I was evolved there, now so I can just take. Oh, I stood in that electrical spot. Alright, so the problem there is the enemy was on my respawn point, and I couldn't really do much about that. I could tried waiting to let him get out of there, but also my I think of it as like a nexus. I didn't really see you specify what the my core, I guess you could call it, was that I start by, that I have to try and defend. Having an alt spawn point in case that happens would be a nice feature. So my bot looks different. So because I evolved, do I keep that since I died and... Dang it. Since I died and respawned, or not respawned, retried the level? What is this? So why did this spawn here? So no, I'm still at 0-3 for my evolving stat. I swear my guy looks different. So that's a health pack. So that would give me an extra life, I'm guessing. Oh, dang it, I'm not paying attention to those circles. No, my guy does look the same. I just must have been seeing things. So I shot his bullet out. So shooting the bullet out of the air creates that portal. Not portal, the suction zone would be a better terminology for it. So again, that would be a nice another thing to mention in the tutorial, that you can do that, and this is what happens. So my shots are more powerful. So something with defense. I wasn't paying attention. Dang it. Again, why? So we were both on that left edge, about right on the line, but I couldn't hit him. What would be the word for it? The so the hitbox of the projectile to determine if you hit it or not kind of seems off there. So from my perspective, at sometimes my shot should miss him, but it hits him. But we are both in about the same position there on the line, where I should have shot and hit him for how we were both standing. But whereas I could see if I was maybe towards the center of the box and he was right on the line to the left, that I would shoot and not hit him. I need to remember to use my abilities more. I'm failing at that. See, like right there. So he was on that. I would call it the backside, I guess. That. Oh, dang it. Okay, good. So he was on that backside, but I was more on the middle to front. So I wouldn't have expected my shot to really hit there from my previous experience of how I should have panic pressed my shield. Oh, I shot. Oh, so you can... So I can't hit my shield, or to where the point that it does damage. But, so if that's a bug or intended, I'm not sure, but I don't think that should have happened. Oh, that's right. It created that field. I gotta remember that. Other thing is, this is... So if those if you can make it so those don't spawn inside walls like it did there, that might have been a bug. I am Speedy Gonzalez now. I am liking this movement. Oh, dang it. So I should have been able to do a point there, but I didn't. If you can make it so you can't exit that screen without putting in the point there, that would also be a nice feature. So that freezes them in place. Alright, perfect. Good to know that now. So then the other thing where they're spawning inside the shields. Kill you. Pick up you. So, oh dang it, I'm gonna miss that. Get out of here quick, break line of sight. That other guy's right there. Anomaly detected. Oh, that is the little guy. Oh, come on, I shot first there. Alright, back to square one. It's definitely prioritizing the yellow. So I had that shield up there, but it killed me. I'm not sure if my shield went down, and as it went down, so it went down and it hit me in like the same frame. But that didn't quite look right, because it looked like I still had my shield up, so when I hit him, the shield should have taken the hit and not me. That might just been a visual thing though, like I was saying, that the shield went down and he hit me in like the same frame, so it didn't show the shield going off and then hitting me. The other thing... No. I'm fine. So... I pressed my melee button there, and it just went right by him. Whereas, once it wore off, he hit me? So right there, so I'm in that pathway that has a clear line of sight for me, but he was one above that pathway, and my bullet still hit him there, even though I wouldn't consider that he was in the line of fire. So, go back. Dang it, facing the wrong way. That's what I get for pausing. But, so I'm like right here. Excuse me, no. So, the better way to say it is I'm like right here. So I'm like right here, and I can't bring up my mouse, but I'm, shoot. So let's do this while it's still, oh, he was like right here where I'm standing now, and I was like right here, about maybe over a little bit, and I shot. That's my melee. Get repositioned. So I shot, and from my point of view, I shouldn't have hit him there, but it did. Okay, so he shot me as the diagonal there. I've seen him shoot at diagonals sometimes, but when I've seen that happen, it looked like they were kneeling and firing, but he was on the move there. Okay, I about thought I died there. No, stay away from my nexus. So one thing there is switching between my alt fire and regular. So I get my, so the gun glows, and you hear the sound for it, but also having something saying that you're in that alt fire would be nice. We'll go with lives because I'm struggling. So again there, why is it that it wasn't hitting him? Pick that up. Alright, finish the level. So obviously I'm at 2 of 3 for the evolution stat, so it's why I can't pick there. So what is... Mech AP, Pilot AP, Max Mech AP. Okay, I see. So I upgraded my lives here, which means I can upgrade this. Okay. So that makes sense. We'll give myself another life. Alright. So, with dying there, it reset me back for my evolute. Okay, so bullets can go through that. No, their bullets can go through that. Interesting. So, was that a bug that their bullets went through that? Or... No, so it's the side of it. Okay. So that's not the bug, that's how it's meant to be. Alright. So having a disclaimer at the beginning of the level for how that works would also be nice. Go take care of this guy. Alright, he's going back. I need to be constantly moving. But it killed me. So again there. So it might just be because it's the demo. Having something spawn on on top of where I spawn, I don't find that enjoyable. So if you could change that, that'd be nice. But that's a playtest of both keyboard and mouse. Obviously with the keyboard, first one, I ended up making it through everything. And then that second one was with the controller. I've been talking through this a lot, so you should have a good amount of feedback. But otherwise, I like the game. It's for a first playthrough. There's a challenge to it, but then obviously once the whole game released, you got different bots that you can choose for different strategies. It has a solid foundation, and what you can expand this into could be something that turns into a really great game. But otherwise, I liked it, and that will be all.